All right. So welcome everyone. This is our strength and conditioning class. Just like last week, or I think moving forward, what we're gonna do just hit the upper body a little bit more. It's go with the back, chest, or shoulder movement, arm movement, and then a lower leg movement. So we'll incorporate those three exercises or lifts per set, making it a giant set, and we'll repeat each one at least twice, maybe three times if it's a different one. But yeah, so we'll start from there. So let's go ahead and start with the warm up. Morning, Kathleen. So let's go ahead, just left to right. Up and down. Yeah, I called my sister about 20 minutes ago, and they're still about half an hour from their home. So they're still driving. They left yesterday at 10 a.m. They're still driving. So the next circles, long drive to Washington. Switch directions. Single arm windmill. Had a client yesterday reach out last minute, and she had been terrible at responding text messages, just not really communicating. Um, so I was luckily I was gonna be in reverse. I was gonna go on my way to her area, her neighborhood. So I just get a random text from her, and it says, "Hey, are you coming to this area? I'm feeling chubby. I need to work out." And so yeah, so I have those clients that when they're doing well or they get on a roll, and are happy with how they're feeling, they just don't respond. But the second they have a fun weekend or have some drinks with some meals, I'm the first person they call that first Monday. So yeah, so we used to meet twice a week, and then so yeah, since she's chubby right now, she wants to meet tomorrow morning at 6 in the morning too. So, but yeah, so it was kind of funny because and she's already a pretty petite lady. Um, but yeah, I think if she's an extra pound more than what she's used to, she feels overweight. Her trunk rotations. Ab circles. Right, big hula hoops. Giant big hula hoops. Switch. My hips are tight. I don't know why. That's not good because I'm supposed to be doing my leg workout today. So, all right, let's do our quad stretch. I ended up buying this morning, ordering a leg machine. So, but now that I have, well, once that leg machine is here, I pretty much have my whole gym set up here at home where I can do all my workouts here, which is kind of nice because now I don't have to go to the school gym twice a week to do my leg workout. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty excited for that because now, well, anytime you go anywhere, even if it's for an hour, that turns into a 2 hour commitment with driving there and stuff like that. So pretty excited. All right, let's go ahead and do some leg swings. So let's grab a hold of a post or a wall, do some leg swings. That's not a good spot. And switch once you've done about 12 to 15. Now swing back and forth. That feels good. Switch. Alrighty. Let's get up. Hamstring stretch. Forgot about that one. Hamstring stretch. Slide bend at the knees. Bring your knees down. Chest towards your knees. All right, let's do those glutes to heel pumps. Give me about 8 of those. Alrighty. Very good. All right, let's grab some dumbbells, your chair, and then also have your yoga mat ready. And my yoga mat. Prep that up. Alrighty. All right. So the first set we're gonna do. Where's my remote? At the time. So the first set we're gonna do on a chair. We'll need the chair. We're gonna do chest compressions where we press up our palms against each other, contracting the chest. We're gonna go ahead and do hammer curls right here. And then we're also gonna do one that I completely forgot about that's super essential to our balance class. That's gonna be our no hands standing up stretches. So I mean squat. So we're gonna go no hands, and then we're gonna do single leg and stand up. So it's been a while since we've done those, so kind of forgot about them and just remembered. Um, so let's go ahead and we're gonna do that as a giant set. We're gonna do 3 rounds of that, or 2 rounds, I'm sorry. So, and this one, the chest compression is pretty light on the chest. This is one you can do, while you're waiting anywhere really. So if you're here, kind of press your hands up against each other, 2 to 3 seconds, and then relax. So remember, you're trying to press your hands across, so you're not just here in this praying position. You're actually pressing your hands through each other. Relax. Four, 10 of those. 7, 8, 9. Really feel it up here. And 10. Great. Let's go ahead and do our hammer curls. Remember hammer grip. So for this one, make sure that the plates or the dumbbells come all the way right above your shoulders, and then extend. So give me about, depending on the weight, if it's on the heavier side, maybe 10. If it's on the lighter side, give me 15. Hmm. 13, 14. Great. Okay. So for our balance one, if you can do the first set just from sitting to standing. Okay, if you're gonna do those, give me 15 of those. And if you're gonna do single leg, let's do 8. So single leg would be leg elevated and come up and back down. Okay, so either 15 of the double leg or 8 on each leg for single. All right, so when you're ready, go ahead and begin. So I'm gonna start off here light as we're warming up. Maybe I'll do 5 of these, and then I'll do 5 of each of the single. Just like getting the motion down first before I commit to the main set. And once you feel pretty comfortable, then I'm gonna go ahead. These are just as challenging as I remember. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath. And then let's just rest for about a minute. We'll rest a minute in between sets. Be here. Yeah, I got the email confirmation that there's no classes tomorrow. The whole district's observing Juneteenth, so no classes tomorrow. There's a hummingbird and a dove sitting on the electrical wire about 5 feet away from each other, and that hummingbird's so tiny compared to the dove. They're so fast. I think they might have a nest right outside our window because we always see them around. So, all right, let's go ahead and start with our chest compressions. So again, give me 10 of these. And press. Press. And saw a barn owl on these same wires about 2 years ago. That's pretty creepy because all I saw from the window was a white face up in the sky, and then I was like, "What is that?" And I got a little bit creeped out because there was this movie um somewhere in Alaska where it was about aliens, and the face they used on the cover was a picture of a barn owl, but almost like like human like. And so that's what the first thing I thought about, like, oh, there's an alien outside. That's cool. Let's we'll transition to our hammer curls. Okay. 10 to 15 of these. 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. And once you're ready, go to the single leg stand up squats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If you're ready, you could switch. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. Okay, so we got our chest, our arms, and then our legs. Okay. So next we're gonna go ahead, still on the chair. We're gonna go ahead and do shoulder presses. So right here, shoulder press. Then we're gonna go ahead, do dips. So we did biceps, we're gonna do dips. And then we're gonna go ahead and continue with the chair. We're gonna do a Bulgarian split squat. If it seems like this is too much of a movement, which it might because it does require more balance, we could do the alternative, which I think we may have done yesterday. So you're gonna start off here for your positioning. That front leg stays there. The back leg kind of goes here, and then you just kind of go down. Okay. So that would be the Bulgarian split squat. Focuses on the quad a little bit more. Obviously, if that feels a little risky, then instead of having it here, you would just kind of scoot up a little bit, and you're down here, and you're just doing this motion. Okay. So, but I would like for you to have dumbbells on your side if you go with that second option. Okay. All right. So shoulder press, dips, and then the Bulgarian split squat. And that's going to be on each leg for the Bulgarian split squat. So 2 sets of each. And let's go ahead. We're here. Give me 10 to 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to get the dumbbells to make contact right by your shoulders. If you could get them low enough, right there. Here, put those down. Ooh. Summer vacation's almost over for me. Back to reality. Okay. All right. And then we're going to go with dips. So remember, just if you want to make them a little bit easier, keep your legs bent right in front of you. More challenging, you would have to them extended. Okay. Ready? Begin. So, yeah. And if that movement's too much or irritates your shoulder or your elbows, you could do like Debbie's doing. You could also do a tricep extension right here. So give me again 10 to 12 of these. All right. If you're going to be doing the elevated Bulgarian split squats, let's first try it with no weight. And if you're going to go ahead and just kind of just have your foot, your hind leg behind you on the floor, then let's try to have some dumbbells, at least one in front of you or one on each hand. Okay. So again, your setup for this one would be you're sitting here, legs are extended, and that's where your front leg's going to be. So I leave one foot there. Then I just put the back one right on there. And I'm just gonna go down, making sure that that chair is solid. It's not gonna move. If it's sliding, this is not gonna work for you. So just make sure the chair won't be moving. And then I just kind of reset to the next leg. Again, 8 on each leg. And once you've done that, we take a minute off, just recover. Oh. So yes, remember Thursday through Saturday will just be recordings. We won't be meeting live. And then tomorrow, it's a holiday, but like I mentioned, if anyone wants to meet up for that joint and flexibility class, let me know. Does anyone want to, or do you guys just want to sleep in and do your own thing? I'm cool with either.
What time is that?
So tomorrow, if since it's a holiday, I could do it. I have an appointment at 9:30, so I could do that at 8:30 if anyone wants to. If anyone wants to do that, and then yeah, but that one's not required. And then the rest of the week will be recordings just because I'll be out traveling. So
And we
yeah.
just go into the Wednesday Zoom link
Right, yeah, I would just kind of go off the Wednesday Zoom class. So I'll send an announcement through that. So.
at 8:30 tomorrow. Okay, I'm
Yep.
in.
You're in. All right, Charisse, I see a nod. Okay, sounds good. All right, it'll be us three. All right, so now I'm sure more people will show up. Okay, so we finished our first set. So let's go ahead and continue with what do we start off with? Shoulder press, right? Yeah. All right, so let's go 10 to 12 shoulder presses. So, yeah, so that would be the in lieu of the mobility and flexibility class. So shoulders. All right. Next is going to be our dips or tricep extensions, the dumbbells. So over here. Yeah. All right, Bulgarian split squats. So get in position. Start here. And doing 8 on each leg. Switch. Five, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. All right. About halfway through the workout right now. So we got chest, we got shoulders. We're gonna go with back. So with back, we're gonna go with bent over reverse dumbbell flies. So this one, you're gonna have to sit near the edge of your chair, kind of hunch over, dumbbells under your chair, under your legs, and you're gonna go out. Okay, so we're gonna do that for our back. For our arms, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're just gonna incorporate what we just did shoulders. Let's go ahead and do our cross curls. So you could just go here, cross curls, and then for legs, we'll go ahead and do single leg RDL. That's a movement that we usually do in our balance class, but since we won't be meeting live, we'll do it today. So we'll incorporate those three. So a little bit more balance work today. So, right, so I'll get those dumbbells, hunch over, and we're gonna do 10 to 15. So from here, try to keep your head down and then go up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Anyone got anything fun this week? Anything exciting?
I just got back from the East Coast,
Ooh, nice.
16 days. I'm out of shape.
Out of shape. Where'd you go?
Definitely feel fat.
Uh, you felt chubby like my other client.
Yes.
Let's go cross curls. So here and just bend at the elbows. Yeah, I'm going to Minnesota on Thursday morning, and I was telling my one of my clients, because we always try to recap each other. He has a he tries to work out. Well, first it was his wife that wanted to work out, and then he just was just peeking out the door. This was about 2 years ago, and he's like, "Hey, can I join?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So, anyways, after about a year, the wife stopped, and then it's just been him working out, and he tries to work out, so he just looks more attractive for his wife, and the wife doesn't care. She's just like whatever. Like he's like, I'm just trying to look hot for you, and you don't care. She's like, I married you when you were like chubby, like like I like you whatever you look like. So he gets annoyed with that. So anyways, we catch up and just ask each other what we're doing. So I was telling him that I hope that Minnesota doesn't have like any tasty, greasy foods in their area because that's usually I could go with like passing on the sweets and stuff. Like sweets, I don't care for too much, but if it's like a savory bison burger or something that looks a little different that I haven't tried, I definitely want to try it. So fingers crossed that Minnesota has terrible food. So see, I don't know what their cuisine is like out there. So, all right. We were gonna do RDLs. Yep. So let's get on our feet. Single leg RDLs. We're on the East Coast for you, Kathleen. Remember, we're
Oh,
here. You have your leg here and down or elevated. Yeah. Okay. So 8 on each leg.
we started off in Jersey City, went to DC, came back to New York, went up the coast all the way up to Massachusetts and then Maine. Oh, you've got to visit Maine. They
I,
have Arcadia National Park.
yeah.
So gorgeous.
What does it remind you of, like Santa Cruz or?
Reminds me of, well, the West Coast, up to, I don't remember all the names, but it's a gorgeous view.
Yeah.
And we did some climbing and hiking. I was so out of shape.
So it's almost like the Pacific Northwest. Escalation.
Atlantic.
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand, but like I'm just trying to visualize it. I guess I have to Google it, but yeah, I'm trying to visualize what that national park looks like.
It's kind of like a lake, and there's two lakes on two sides of a sand dune,
Okay.
surrounded with rocks and trees, tall green trees.
Yeah,
It's gorgeous.
check it out. Yeah, my one of my clients slash friends now, he grew up in Maine and I always ask him, I'm like, hey, let me hop in one of your luggages when you go. And so he says maybe next summer he might go. He goes like every other year. And I think now we're close enough where I got the invite. He says he'll take care of me out there as long as we do a workout every other day. I'm like, okay, I could do that. So it's like, yeah, so I might be going out there. Yeah, that's like there's some states that, unless you go out of your way to get to, like you're really not gonna end up going through there. But yeah, I'd love to. I hear the seasons in that New England areas are beautiful.
It
Well,
was
not the
so
seasons, but
great.
the transition to fall. It's like super vibrant.
And
Yeah.
I took my 9-month-old grandson. So take Julian.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go right here, reverse slice. Yeah, I want to make a bunch of cool memories with that guy. When we were out camping, I could just imagine some short camping trips, just him and I, if my wife is busy or if she has I don't know, a birthday party or something she wants to do, I could just go with Julian and go camping for, a little short trip or something. Yeah, Ella's in the East Coast right now. Should be coming back soon, I think. Yeah, I've been to New York City twice, and I think both times has only been for about 2 hours because, like, I had family in New Jersey, and then a trip to DC, and but yeah, but never really explored New York, but like a brisk walk. So I walked over the Brooklyn Bridge. That was cool. But let's go ahead and do our cross crows right here. Should go around right now and ask where your family's originally from. So, Charisse, you could start. Where's your family originally from? Your parents, where they grow up, or
My dad is from LA.
okay,
That's LA. I'm a native. My mom was born in Louisiana.
okay,
Haven't been back there.
yeah,
My cousins have relatives there, so I've heard all about it. So
that's cool.
I'm kind of a native.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, very cool.
My dad grew up in San Francisco.
Okay, Gold Rush. Well, I guess not that far back, right? He's younger than that.
No, he was 90 when he passed. It's been a while.
Okay, let's go ahead and do our single leg RDLs. All right, Carmen, you're next. Uh, Carmen had to walk like a mile to get to the laptop. All right. Well, I'll go since we're in the middle of the list. So my parents are both Salvadorian, and yeah, they came here I think in the early '80s, and yeah, I think at some point we were supposed to have our family in New York City, and then something happened. Let's switch. Oh, once you're ready. And then we ended up in LA. Well, I say we ended up, but my parents did. I wasn't born yet. And yeah, so just and then before that, I want to say, yeah, most of the family from at least looking back has just been in El Salvador. So, oh, right.
My nationality is supposedly Spanish and French. I think there's Italian somewhere. I have
Yeah.
been to Italy.
Okay, there
That's
you go.
pretty.
Yeah. All right, so for our next one, let's go ahead and um we're gonna do oh give me 1 second. Sorry about that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead with push-ups. Okay, so push-ups, and then also we're gonna go ahead and do Supermans, push-ups, Supermans, and then hip thrusts. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So give me 10 to 12 push-ups. We're actually gonna make this into a giant set, so we'll do push-ups, Supermans, hip thrusts, and then Jane Fonda's. Okay, so because this will be our last set here. So when you're ready, chest down. 3, 2, 1, up. And go 40 seconds here. Ten more seconds. Make sure your knees are up, chest is up. 3, 2, 1, time. So hip thrust. So laying like a sit-up position. If you want to make it more challenging, elevate one of the legs. So, and then do the hip thrust from there. So if you're doing regular hip thrust, give me 12. If you're doing single leg, give me 6 on each side. Okay, ready, begin. And try to squeeze and hold for about a second or two before you drop. Once you've done your hip thrust, we're gonna get on our side and we're gonna do 10 Jane Fondas on each side. Okay, so whenever you're ready, switch. Awesome. Give yourself about 30 seconds. We'll go into our last set. Carmen, Debbie, like to share families from?
Missouri and Nebraska.
Oh, okay. Are you from out there too?
No, well, I was born there, but we moved to California when I was 4.
Oh, okay. Missouri. Yeah, I have good friends in
I'm
Missouri.
from Puerto Rico,
Puerto Rico, that's right.
and we
so-
have a mix of everything,
Oh, yeah, out there.
all races.
Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, love the diversity. Yeah. So Debbie, do you have a lot of barbecue cookouts? Is your family good at barbecue? I know my folks in, I think, where do they live? They live close to Kansas City, so I know they're huge into their barbecuing, the people I know from Missouri.
My brother he lived in Texas.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's good barbecue out there.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. Let's go with our push-ups. All right. Give me 10 to 12. Josefina, where are you from? Where's family from? All right, Supermans, ready? Up.
México,
Mexico.
desde Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
Ajá.
I feel like 90% of the Mexican people I know are from Guadalajara.
No, ask Olivia.
My wife's family from Guadalajara. 15 more seconds. Olivia. Let's see, Sinaloa. No. And
You
time.
make fun of me, Julio? I'm from Sonora. Near Sinaloa.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like right next to Texas, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and do our hip thrust. Then we just need Kathleen and Miss Wynn. So, hip thrust. You ready? Give me 10 or 12 total or 6 on each leg. Ready? Go ahead. 1. So 2 seconds squeeze up top. 2. 3. 4. 5. Birds are giving me a concert. All right, and then we'll finish with the Jane Fondas here. Give me 10 to 12 on each leg.
I left Vietnam in the 70s, never go back to visit. I live in Canada for 20 years. and I moved to California for about 30 years now.
Oh wow. So you never gone back to Vietnam?
No, because when we left, it's because of the change of regime,
Right.
and we still don't, still not with the communist countries, so never go back.
Yeah. Do you miss it? I'm sure you do.
Actually, no,
No?
because I left when I in my teens,
Oh, I
and
see.
it's a big change when I moved to Canada. So I have to finish school over there,
Yeah.
graduated, got a job, and then moved to California. So it's not really, like now we live in California with all the Vietnamese community here.
Right.
So I don't really miss it, but I can see a big difference with the Vietnamese living in America and the new one who came after. It's a big difference, and I
Yeah.
still don't, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm half-minded, but no, I won't go back there, even if I still have family there.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah, good. That's that's why my family left El Salvador in the 1980s because of the civil war out there, and um, yeah, they didn't go back for a while. But all right, let's do a little cool down. And last but not least, Kathleen, if you don't mind sharing.
Oh, my family is from LA.
Okay, your cousins at Cherie's.
I'm like northeast LA. You know where Cal State LA is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that area.
Okay.
And my
That's where-
parents were also LA. They were rivals in their high school.
Garfield and Roosevelt, or
Exactly.
yeah. There you go. Yeah, I grew up in Boyle Heights until I was 10. So I knew about that rivalry. I was supposed to go to Roosevelt if we never moved. So yeah, I just remember that I was running around the track at the elementary school and I knew I was gonna race some Garfield kids at some point, so I had to be fast. Um, but we ended up moving, but that's cool. So did you go to Roosevelt High School or Garfield?
No, I went to Woodrow Wilson.
Oh, in Long Beach?
No, LA.
Oh, LA. Where's
in the
that one?
You know where El Sereno is?
Yeah, that
Okay.
area. Okay,
Yep.
got it. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I always like maps and looking at old pictures, especially of Southern California. And my little sister, she always finds me these books. That are like coffee, like table coffee books, and it's just like pictures of like, what Dodger Stadium used to look like before they built it in that area. A lot of the what Long Beach used to look like with a bunch of the oil refineries and just the huge, or Huntington Beach too used to have these huge towers just pumping oil out. But it's just wild, like, you know, how much it's changed. Now I go on the ride at Knott's Berry Farm, the tower with the observation deck, and everything just kind of looks the same, like just flat and just it's a huge city. It's pushed down.
What my area now, Costa Mesa, Santa Ana, that was all fields.
Oh, really?
Yeah, South Coast Plaza, all of that.
Were you there when the fields were there, or?
No, Greg was like in Santa Ana. He walked all over the place. I can't believe, like, where he goes, oh yeah, I could walk all the way down there to Harbor Boulevard to my house, and there's nothing fields. He did. I just remember when there was no South Coast Plaza, there was kind of some fields there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know. When I was in Pico Rivera is just orange groves, and let's go ahead and move that leg out. And we had an orange tree in our backyard. Pretty much every house there had a tree in their backyard. And yeah, it makes sense after I looked a little bit of history. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. That's all it was. So yeah, but there's we used to run up in the hills of Whittier quite often, and by Uptown Whittier, and there's a lot of history, kind of, not pretty violent history too in those hills because there's some Native Americans there, and I think Whittier had a lot of like a Quaker community came around, and yeah, a lot of land was taken and sold, and so there's a lot of like haunting stories in the canyons of like Whittier and in the hills, and we used to run there all the time. And I remember um, I've had several friends tell me what they've seen up there, and it's just yeah, I don't venture off to that area much anymore because after social media became like a big hit, people are just up there taking pictures, and you're just running zigzagging through people now. But yeah, so anyways, we will continue tomorrow with our stretching. That'll be like a 45-minute class with our mobility and flexibility. I'll send an email later today, just a reminder, we'll start at 8:30. It's not mandatory. All of these classes are mandatory. Tomorrow is not mandatory. So yeah, so if you like to join, I'll be there with a few of you folks. But other than that, any questions?
Why 8:30 and not 7:30?
Ahí,
So I know, right?
Carmen, let me
8:30 is
sleep.
fine.
I know.
Let me
So
sleep,
Early
Carmen.
birds.
Zafina's trying to sleep in.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been kind of short because of these at 9 a.m. classes I gotta teach. So just a heads up, I have this the week after 4th of July and also the last week of July. There's gonna be a slight conflict. So unfortunately, this will be the case for 2 more weeks. But tomorrow, I do, like I mentioned, I have my chubby client, and I have to work her out from 6:45 to about 7:45. So yeah, so I'll go to my friends and I work them out at 9:30. So yeah, so we could sandwich the session in there. Sorry,
I'm
Carmen.
chubby too. I'm chubby too. I ate 3 donuts this week.
And three. That was
I
Jillian in
had
one
apple
morning.
pie.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Three.
Greg went to Julian on his motorcycle on
Oh,
Father's Day.
oh, that's
He
awesome.
brought apple pie back.
Yeah, Jillian apple pie is the best. All
Yeah.
right, folks. I'll see you tomorrow.
Take
Thank
care.
you,
Bye.
Tomorrow, thank
Bye.
you.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.